Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Click that dial, we're going live. Jonesy's in the chair with the chillest vibe. Real talk, real laughs, no script in sight. Every convo hits just right. Late night rambles on morning gold, stories untold and opinions bold. From deep thoughts to the fun and random, it's Radio Jonesy, can't help but stand on. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. Pull up a chair, bring your thoughts to the floor. Every voice matters, no closed door. We laugh, we learn, we vent, we play, and leave a little wiser every day. Maybe it's weird, maybe it's wise, but Jonesy got the spark that opens minds. Just you and the stream, forget the stress in a world full of noise. It's the calm you get. Like tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. No filters, no fade, just truth in the flow. Whether solo or guest on the show, a space to speak, to think, to roam with Jonesy on air. You're never alone. Yeah. So tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Let the world. Radio Jonesy's that standout sound. Yeah. Conversations king and the vibe is free. Where the mic meets heart, that's where you'll be. Yeah, Radio Jonesy is more than a show. It's a voice, it's a vibe that the whole world.
Yeah, welcome to the live. This is Radio Jonesy, also broadcasting on my gardening channel, which is Outback Taz. So if you haven't connected over there, please do. Outback Tasmania, we are live there. Also, welcome in everybody in our EV Mux. Yes, let's work this system out again. We've got to do some little adjustments, as it is absolutely 3 days of rain was told us. The Weather Bureau said as of midnight last night we will get rain for about 3 days. Well, they're not wrong at the moment. We've everything's getting a good drenching. I've planted a few little things in the garden, and let's hope they all go. Yes, and there is Devil Dog. Welcome to the live. Shawnee Groves, good to see you. Drunken Chef Barbecue, the absolute living legend himself. Good on you, Chef. Yes, Devil Dog is here. Good to see you, mate. And let me see if I can work out what I'm doing. We got to click a few buttons here. No, cancel that one. Yeah, it is. It is been really hectic lately. I've been doing. I've turned into the belt loop of Tasmania, working 2 double shifts for most of the week. It's been crazy, absolutely crazy. All right. Live from Tasmania. That's what we want. Okay, let's go to settings. Yep. Anyway, I'm getting back into the groove. I was saying, as usual, problems. have to. Let me just try something out here. Much better. Welcome to the live. The Zoom the Zoom Q8 is giving me the regular runaround. It's going on the shelf. All right, how's everyone going? Now, EV Mux. Now, where is the where are you, Devil Dog? When I really do need you. So, my Astros suck, says Devil Dog. That's nice. Chef's just tapping in. There is Chucky. Chucky is sitting. He's right behind me, actually. Where are you, Charles? People want to see you. There he is, hanging out like a hair in a biscuit. Charlie. Oh, he's tired. I don't know. He's just laying down. What do you do when you're a dog on a cold, wet day? You just hang out. All right, I think I'll stick with that camera now and shelf the second one. Okay, now if I can work out. What's going on the other one? I got too much stuff going on. Alrighty, that's better. Okay. Things are clicking. Yeah, welcome back to the live. Haven't been around much lately. I have been working, I've been out and about from 6 a.m. to 7, 8, 9 at night. It's been absolutely ridiculous. Yes, and as most people know, I've tried to slow down in the old the way I am working, so I'll be slowing down a little bit by hook or by crook very, very soon. I've got another, month of this radical lifestyle of mine to go. And yes, here we go. All right, I'm back into Therese, good to see you and welcome in. Sorry, I'm a bit slow on the old uptake of connecting. Well, is you working so much is a good or a bad thing? Good for the bank balance, good for the health, I suppose. I'm feeling of losing a few pounds and feeling stronger, doing a few weights and getting a bit of muscle, looking lean, mean, and I'm going to be a fighting machine. Here is my great mate Peter. Good to see you, mate. I see your great friend and neighbour Drew has purchased a fantastic brand new house. If you haven't seen that video, go check out Drew's Lens. He's got a fantastic new property. Shawnee Gross is saying, Jonesy, you shaved your tan, your thinning. You shaved your tan and your thinning. I shaved my tan. I've shaved. We have been getting plenty of sun. I've been outdoors all day from sun up to sundown. That does help the old skin cancers attach. But no, it's been good. I've been planning fixing out the back for a while, and I've finally I've been doing a lot of work, not filmed, But I've decided to try to get the Outback Tasmania motivated and rolling. So you'll probably see a few videos of that and what I'm up to out the back. Was planning on doing a few of them today, but it's you know what? When you've been working these hours and today is your day off, you slow down, relax, recoup, and enjoy your sleep in this morning. Charlie slept in. I tell you what, okay, what's going on here? That should have changed. Let me refresh that. Yeah, so we've had a slow start to the day. Working inside the house today. I've done a bit of work inside the house. We've got plans afoot on doing things. Just getting the place much, much nicer. All right, so I clicked that button, Shawnee, so you don't have to remind me about that button. If you get ads popping in, I'm sorry about that. Go over to Outback Tas. You won't Outback Tasmania. No ads on that channel. All right, let me. Yep. All right, and we've got 5 wonderful people in. Let's have a look. We've got 3 over at Outback Tas. I appreciate each and every one of you, and 2 over at Radio Jonesy, so thank you very much. And yeah, the old garden's getting a good soaking. What's your thoughts, Shawnee, about the garlic? What's good time of year to grow garlic? Obviously in spring and summer, but do they grow good in the cooler climate? Teresa's saying hi. Yes, I 100% agree with that. 100%, let me say. Plenty of outgoings have been going out to things that were needed. And here's Shawnee with a friendly reminder. Make sure you subscribe to Jonesy's other channel, Outback Tas. And you'll see more of my yard in those videos. Under the house is a good one. What's behind the door? Go under the house. It's a time walk down there with old bottles and bits and pieces. I'll tell you what, for a house, all right, I keep saying the house is like nearly 100 years. Ours is 80 odd years old. I actually found out the house was built March in 1937. So that makes it, what does that make it? That makes it 89 years old. That's, I think, if my maths is correct. So, and there's bricks under the house that support you know how they build the concrete and they put the bricks up for the fireplace that's going to be up higher. Yeah, they're all fantastic, like brand new. It's just pretty much been out of the weather all those years. A few cobwebs down there, a few spiders roaming around, but I've had the place sprayed, getting it ready for some insulation, which will be a fun time to do. I'll get that sorted out. Now have Drew on both sides. And the Wichita, how do I say that? Wichita National Forest at the back. You are set, mate. Fantastic neighbours and National Park or National Forest. It's even better. Now, how are you going, Peter, too, by the way? Thank you, Shawnee. You're always going to remind me, so I'm sort of... I have to research how Tasmania grows garlic. Here in the north, we plant it deep into the ground in November and harvest in July. So November, that is in your winter season, and you harvest in summer. All right. Well, we'll find out. I'm just I had them there. I thought, you know what? Let's just trial it. I haven't put them all. I've got a few. I've planted only a few. I've got more to plant. I tested out the back. The wallaby problem might be rectified for the next little time until they decide to break in again. You should, Shawnee. Did you see the other two that I put out on the? I put out two posts. There was some real freaky one. I took a picture of the door, and then I sent it to AI and said, "I'm going to do a video about what's behind the door. Give me some suggestions." And they really come up with some weird and wonderful stuff. Hey, Andy, good to see you, mate. I hope you're feeling better. Andy is still in hospital, I'm suggesting. I spoke to him yesterday. That's correct. That's when the house was built. Here is the man with the new hip. It's the Odd Collective ALT. G'day, Andy. Hope you're feeling better, brother. He's the $6 million man with all the spare parts he's got in him. You actually... Oh, I've got pop-ups now. Why am I getting pop-ups? Wichita, closer than a lot of people. Okay. Thanks, mate. Well, you can educate me one day when I'm over there having a look myself. Okay, she don't like the scary movies. There we go. Double Dog saying hi to Andy. Shawnee saying hi to Andy. Here until at least Thursday. So, what's that, another 4 or 5 days? Well, all the best, mate. I hope you move about more and they get you out. Oh, yes, my rough maths is pretty much spot on there. Thanks you, Shawnee, for... that's the age of the property that we're in. And let me tell you, the bottles I found down there, we put them in the Google search, AI find or whatever it's called, and they come up with how old they are. And, well, not last, but I'm assuming their guesstimation. It gives you all the information about where it was, and it's a really fun thing to use where you just take a picture of something and the AI tells you exactly what they think it is. It's never 100% correct. Well, if Andy wasn't jumping and dancing all over the stage, his hip might have been good. Yes. He's a bit of a shaker and a groover. If you see his video, Get Up and Dance, he's got a song called Get Up and Dance. Go check that out on YouTube, on the Odd Collective ALT. It has Andy sitting in a chair for most of that video because his spine was hurting him back then. And, and that song about Get Up and Dance was all about him having his bad back at the time, and we've had a bit of fun making that video. And it is day 10 in hospital, in the wonderful John Hunter Hospital in Newcastle, full of fantastic nurses. Yes, food could be upgraded, as in most hospitals. Yeah, you've got to Get Up and Dance. It's on the Odd Collective ALT on his channel. Yours truly made the video. We had a bit of fun with that. With old Ray the wannabe bass player, who's actually the sound engineer for most of Andy's gigs, and Andy works with him on other projects. So here's another fabulous member of the channel and fantastic good guy. It is the Moose Barbecue and Outdoors. Good to see you, the Moose. Devil Dog's friend who's always got the wheel adjusted and make sure always stops on the old de Moose when it goes around the wheel. I don't know how he's done that, but he does it very well. Isn't that right, Eddie? Okay, we've got Wasn't It Funny, the solo clapping and the yeah, right at the end. If you watch that video right to the end, the actual lady, the front of house lady, or the lady who works in the reception, Andy hired the hall, the theatre. Actually, it was a theatre, and yeah, we got her in this big empty theatre. So the song, they perform the song on stage, and then the camera goes to the audience. This big theatre with hundreds of seats, and there's one person in the theatre with the spotlight on it going. It was quite fun to get that up and do it that way. And he says no, he does not rig anything because he's an honest and hardworking YouTuber, and he can't rig it. He would if he could, he said. Good on you, Demise. You're a legend, mate. You deserve all the wins. Same as Peter. Good people. Good people indeed. And just mentioning, Outback Tasmania, we're broadcasting on that channel this live as well. I'm trying to get some watch hours up there. I'm trying to get that gardening channel popular, as in people who like gardening can go over there and watch. There'll be more than gardening there. There'll be improvements. There'll be home improvements. There'll be different things that are getting done on the property there, from decking to building sheds to talking about. Shawnee was asking me before in a comment about the how the wallabies have been tunnelling under. If you've seen one of my last videos on that channel, you'll see a couple of little holes. I think we've got a bandicoot as well. I haven't seen him, but there's evidence of him being there. So he'll be a problem, but we'll deal with him at a later date. We might get a trap in for him, but yeah, it's good to see you, Des, as well. Always good. I've just been really flat out of late doing stuff. Look at that. It is Outback Tasmania. That's the channel that I'm sort of trying to do 3 or 4 videos a week on that channel now, as well as my other channel. So good to see you, Des, as well. Just woke up. Don't know what time it is over there, but always good to see you, Des. And I said earlier on, I've turned into the belt lip of Tasmania. We've been working way, way, way too many hours, and just been going to work, coming home, something to eat, hello, how's your day been, that sort of thing. Good night, I'm going to bed. That's the sort of life I've been living recently. So not the most enjoyable way of... yes, it is one of them, mate. It's a Crash Bandicoot. That is a bandicoot. If you have a look at what a bandicoot really is, that's where they got that character from. But they come in, they eat... I'm pretty sure they go for your chickens as well, yes, and the answer is yes, there will be chickens. I tell you what, how's everyone going with the price rises, like actual cost of living stuff that's been going on with the oil fiasco? Like over here, the government have taken half of their tax off the fuel so people aren't really, really out of pocket. They took 26 cents a litre, which would be $1 a gallon. So you multiply that by 4. So they've taken $1 a gallon off the price, and that's only half of the tax that they tax us. So they've still got that $1 a gallon tax happening. Just after midnight, thank you, Des, for that time, so I can work that out. Okay, it's 2 p.m., just after 2:15 in the afternoon on a Sunday, and it is cool, wet. It's one of those days where a simple, happy life. Welcome in and hello back. And here we go. We're getting Robert. Good to see you, Robert. Thank you for coming into the live. And like I was saying, we're broadcasting on Radio Jonesy and also on Tasmania, Outback Tasmania, Tasmania Island Life. That channel's going along good with me drive-alongs. And that's actually me driving to my projects. And I'm apologising now for the quality of the videos recently on that channel, because the company car that I have to drive, I don't know what it is, but it's not as smooth as the Jeep, and the footage is a little bit bouncy, and I'm very not happy with that at all, but it is what it is for now, and we will continually try to improve, but we'll see how we go. They added it here. Yes, if you're new around here, which I don't think anyone is, but I do have a network of channels. I've got Radio Jonesy, on tour with Radio Jonesy, Tasmania Island Life. They're the 3 channels that you'll get ads on. And then there's Outback Tasmania, Australian Radio Indie. There is Beach Feet. There is Sounds of Tasmania. Yeah, somebody else started Tasmania ASMR, and they're not huge or anything, but they're doing regular videos, and they're doing more than what I was doing. And to have 2 channels with the same name, I just changed mine because I haven't been using it for about a year, but I will be. It's another project. I just need time. And at the moment, time is money. The old saying, time is money, and it's so true because that is exactly what's happening. Everyone's saying, Des is saying hi to everybody. The Moose is being social and coming back. Everyone's being happy. We just had a little meet up here in Arkansas today. Remember, I'm Bobby from... sorry, Bobby. I didn't remember. I've got another Robert who's a member of the channel. He's a channel supporter. I thought it might have been that person at first, but Bobby, I will remember that now. How'd the meetup go, by the way? Was that the one run by... Who did that one? Was that Peter? Was that yours? Anyway, I hope it went well. It's always good catching up with like-minded people. And just to... I got stopped about... I was in the supermarket 3 times. I've been stopped and asked, am I the person who does Radio Jonesy, or am I the person who does Tasmania ASMR? And I said, no, I'm not. I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Jonesy. And I said, no, I'm the person who does Radio Tasmania Island Life. It's funny when they stop you and they look at you really funny. You're getting someone staring at you, and you know they're thinking something. And here we go. What have we got here? We've got The Last Australian, 7583. Australians were rated the best nest soldiers in both World War I, World War II, not just basic foreign corporate slaves. Okay. That's an interesting comment. I'll tell you what. War's a funny thing. No one ever likes it. And sometimes it has to happen, but man, why can't people just be nice? Thank you. There, Shawnee Grows has put that comment in there. Outback Taz is working on watch hours. Make sure you subscribe to Elvat Jones. This seems like deja vu, Shawnee. Doesn't it? Deja vu. But hey, it takes a community to, I'm all about is organic growth. It's just to grow organically is the way to do it on YouTube. So if you do like a channel that you watch, by all means, do the subscribe. And I found this what are they called? Homestead at Atlantis. They're an English couple who have stopped van lifing to buy land on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and it's a Portuguese island, and it's volcanic. There's actually a volcano on that island, which hasn't erupted in about, I think he said 80 to 100 years. I'm not sure. It's around that time frame. But all I think about when I see that is that, it's Jew. Would you like to be living at the bottom of a volcano? I think not. Even if you go swimming in the sea, the water, the lava keeps coming out. But anyway, they've been living there for a long time, and they've got a nice YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, it's called. Is it called Homestead Atlantis? I'll find it. They're a nice couple, and always enjoy watching hardworking people do their thing. Yep, everyone's saying hello to everyone, which is great. Making it home, and Reverend Dreams. Okay, Reverend Dream, he's another cool cat. How'd you go with him? I've been talking to him a bit, like off YouTube, and he seems like he loved the voice. He's got that, like he's had some sort of incident in his life where his throat's been affected, and that's how his voice is the way it is. He was telling me, but he's had an interesting career. Thank you, Ace, and you've always been a great supporter, Ace, and you've just been absolutely fantastic to a lot of channels, not just me. So if you've got Ace in your corner, you're doing very, very well. So down here in Tasmania recently, we've had a lot of action politically. There's been a lot of they're getting ready for the next sort of council elections, local government elections. There's been a lot of people who are pushing their political views around. It's been interesting just to see how it all seems to work out here, and the big two, like the if you're connected to either the Liberal or the Labor Party, you seem to be left behind by the average Joe who really wants to have change. $98 to get gas in my van. Wow. What did it usually cost? Is that about $30 more? I'm guessing than usual. Food. There are a lot of food at the supermarkets. I do a lot of the shopping for the household, and the food in the supermarkets, I buy similar things each week, and you notice like 50 cents or $1 are getting added to these different items. And one of them was the coffee that the lovely Mrs. Radio drinks. And I went, wow, this has gone up an extra $1. And then I went down to I said, you know what, for $1, right, only $1. I said, you know what, I'm not going to buy it here. I'm going to go down and buy it at another supermarket, the same brand at another supermarket. So I went down there, and that was the cheaper price. So I kept buying it down there. So I'd go there specifically for the coffee and a few other things, and then I'd go to the other one where I get other things that are cheaper than this one. I think that's the way you have to shop these days. And anyway, the one down here put their price up. The one that I changed to put their price up $1.50, so $1.50 on top. And I went, wow, things are really going crazy. And I went back up to the one that I stopped buying it at, and their price come down to what it was originally. So there's been, I think they're just testing the market. I think it's a bit of, maybe the suppliers have put the prices up. I am not too sure, but prices are sort of, if you have a dollar or 50 cents up on every item that you purchase, you know, your cart seems to add up really, really quickly. Now there's some cool little icons there, Ace. I just ordered $70 worth of groceries, little pieces of things to make meal suggestions work for the household members. Yes, I'll tell you what I cooked last night was this wonderful beef stir fry. So we fried up a bit of beef, put in the vegetables like the standards, you know, the carrot and the onion and the we put bamboo slices, bean shoots, and a few other little things. Then you pour your soy sauce on it and stir it up. You can either have it on rice or noodles, whatever your choice is. And I haven't done that in probably 2 years. And it went down a treat, and the leftovers that was last night, and the leftovers have already gone, because I always cook way too much. And I woke up this morning, I could smell the microwave. I could smell something coming out of the microwave, and it was the heating up of the leftovers. So that's another thing I've been doing. That's my next mission. I'll become the next celebrity chef. This is how you cook it in Tasmania. But that was a good, something different, a nice change. Okay, Bobby, your name is added. In with the rest. My son come down. I've got my book and pen and brought it to my room. He's a good boy. Buy him an ice cream for me, Des. Peter was at the meetup and Sal too. Oh, nice. Ace is awesome. I agree. What a great supporter. Yes. Absolutely. And she's blushing right now. And here we go. Yes, it used to be $60 to $70. Now it's $90 to $100 for gas. Yep. It's similar here. What they've done here is that the federal government has put they they tax us 52 cents a litre. So every litre you put in your car, it's 52 cents a litre. So a gallon is 4 times that. So you multiply that by 4. That's $4 a gallon. The tax is off the government. So that's why petrol is so dear here. But they're having issues now with the ship, like getting the refinery. We've only got 2 oil refineries operating on the mainland. One of them had a mystery fire the other day, which was a bit unusual. Let me say they had to slow down production because it got a fire. Hasn't had a fire in like 50 years. And then when we're desperate, needing our own fuel, surprisingly a fire starts. So it cost me $24 for gas for 3/4 to a half gallon. As I've been almost had a heart attack. Yeah. The thing is with work, I was with all these prices going up, I was thinking of giving it all a miss and just staying at home and doing my retirement thing. Because I was driving around, I could drive like 2 hours one way and 2 hours another way. Or like tomorrow, I have to drive, say 2 hours 15 each direction to go to this job tomorrow. And I said to the boss where I've been working, I said, listen, I'm going to just sit back and not do nothing for the next few months and wait for all this to finish before I think I'm going to do something else. Hey, little boy's barking. He's dreaming. He was just doing his little nightly bark, like he was chasing rabbits or something. There he goes. See if he does it again. Charlie. He's dead to the world. Tell you what, he's had the best life. If you're ever going to be a dog, eat, drink, and be merry, and just lands around there. She's just drizzling rain at the moment, but we've had some heavy rain. And all right, yeah, we've had some. Sorry about that. We've had some dry weather, so this rain is really good for the grass. And if you're a regular to my videos out the back, you'll see how my grass was white. It was actually straw-like. It was dead. And now it's lush, thick and green because the wallabies have disappeared. And the wallabies have disappeared and the grass is just getting back to normal. Some fruit trees will be going in up the back on the next weekend's project. Getting some orange, apple and lemon all growing up the top. In my little canopy there, you'll see that on the videos. But okay, Sean and Kelly, awesome people. Let me just say this for a sec. I'm just being called upstairs, so just give me a sec and I will be back. Yeah. minute or two.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Click that dial, we're going live. Jonesy's in the chair with the chillest vibe. Real talk, real laughs, no script in sight. Every convo hits just right. Late night rambles on morning gold. Stories untold and opinions bold. From deep thoughts to the fun and random, it's Radio Jonesy, can't help but stand on. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. Pull up a chair, bring your thoughts to the floor. Every voice matters, no closed door. We laugh, we learn, we vent, we play, and leave a little wiser every day. Maybe it's weird, maybe it's wise, but Jonesy got the spark that opens minds. Just you and the stream, forget the stress in a world full of noise. It's the communicate. Like tune out, let the world slow down. Radio Jonesy's got the smoothest sound. One mic, one voice, making noise, that's true. Just a chat and a vibe coming straight to you. Yeah, Radio Jonesy, we're keeping it real. It's the talk of the net with that hometown feel. No filters, no fade, just truth in the flow. Whether solo or guest on the show, a space to speak, to think, to roam with Jonesy on air. You're never alone. Yeah. Tune in, tune out, let the world slow down. What the world? Radio Jonesy's that standout sound. Yeah. Conversations king and the vibe is free. Where the mic meets heart, that's where you'll be. Yeah, Radio Jonesy is more than a show. It's a voice, it's a vibe that the whole world.
Oh yeah, that is the theme song for Radio Jonesy. Yeah, thanks for that. I just had to go up and help move a bit of furniture. Lauren and Joel too are making it home. They are just as genuine as they are on YouTube. Yep, they do have that look about them. Definitely do. And look at it's a wonderful community that you have, the Arkansas crowd. Like you've got a great bunch of people, all living relatively, close to each other, and yeah, that's awesome. It's all in the plan. Yeah, he was dreaming, like, because I walked upstairs. He's upstairs now, hanging out with the lovely Mrs. Radio doing her thing upstairs. Katie's in the kitchen. Good to see you, Katie. Welcome in. And let's have a quick look over here. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm broadcasting on two channels, Radio Jonesy and also over at Tasmania, at Outback Tasmania. That is Outback Tasmania. I'm trying to get that channel to do to get a couple more hours up on its watch hours. I'm way down there, but I'm just going to do videos and let the videos do the thing, and probably talk more gardening on a specific gardening live on that channel. But I am a novice, let me say that. I plant what I want to eat. Peas, beans, capsicums, peppers, potatoes, radishes, carrots, those sort of things. I can go buy a big sack of carrots for a couple of bucks, so it seems to be pointless to buy seeds for carrots to grow when you can just go down the road and buy them. But in saying all that, I did buy a big bag of carrots about a week ago, and I've had to throw them in the compost after about a week. They've just started going bad. So that is the thing. You don't know how long they've been harvested for, and they've been sitting around before they went to the local place where I went to buy my groceries the other week. There's a couple of good shops that I go to, like farmers market things that I go to, but there was a big special on carrots. So I'm guessing somebody's packaged them up to get rid of them and get some money for them before they went bad. But they were nice while we had them. But I probably will grow carrots just for the sake of doing it, because I have got seeds up there ready to go in my seed storage area. I've got a lot of stuff up there. I've just never been too keen on growing stuff that always got, and that's correct as exactly, always family first. But has been hanging with a cousin? Believe it or not, Kelly and I haven't been in the same place for 63 years. We were born in the same hospital 2 days apart. I got to reach over for this one now. Well, that's that is unusual. And you know what? When you're around the 63-year-old age bracket, life becomes a lot more important. Like, I know you're on the other half of your journey. You're on the downhill slide, but you got to try to make it the best you can while you can. And you appreciate the things now. You appreciate whatever sort of home you have, whatever sort of house you got, wherever you lay your head at night. You start to appreciate that a lot more than in your younger years when you're dreaming of something bigger and better and shinier and newer. Now it's all about, I want to be healthy. I want to get up out of bed in the morning. I want to plant stuff get your hands in the dirt. I don't know what it is. Something's clicked in me, and grandkids and stuff like that does it to you too. You want to see them grow, and you want to get healthy again. So let me say, I have been walking. I have a channel which is really, there's only a handful of people who watch it. It is my weight loss journey channel. I am not advertising it because I don't want people coming here to see how huge I used to be, and I still am huge, depending on who you are. But yeah, every week every day the pounds are coming off. I just learnt from a doctor's appointment that I went for a checkup, and the doctor said, "How much walking do you do?" And I said, "I don't walk." He said, "You have to walk. You got to be walking. You walked here." I said, "Yes." I parked the car right at the front and I walked inside. I drive to work. I stand in the same place nearly all day. I don't do hardly any walking at all. And that was the moment when I realized walking is what humans are supposed to be doing, not running marathons, not in the gym working out. If you just be active and walk, nature takes care of the rest, as long as you don't eat, drink, and be silly. It seems to work. Anyway, okay, let's go. I was in hospital Wednesday around 6 in the ER, and then sent to Maine. I got there 5 minutes before midnight. I was released to go home right before 6 last night. Well, that's no good, Des. Well, at least you're home. That's a positive. Not sure how long I will be here. Been napping and hey, you're welcome anytime, Des. You don't have to be here. You just make sure you're okay. And here we go with how do I say that? Henna Man to collar towel. Yeah, did I get that right? Henna Man to collar. That's how to YouTube monetizing. Okay, how to YouTube. Well, the watch hours is the thing. You need to get your watch hours and your subscribers. So the first stage, if you want to get paid for ads, we'll just go to the finish line. So if you want to get paid for the ads that people put on, you need 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month cycle, and you need 1,000 subscribers. So when you get your 4,000 watch hours in that 12-month cycle, a lot of people get lucky with a video. Like I had a video on one of my channels that got 23,000 views, and that pumped my watch hours to nearly 2K. And that kicked off one of my channels really quickly because I still had to work with video content. And you'd be surprised how much watch hours you get from a video that does reasonably well. Like say you get 300 views, it's not a lot of views. It's not like you but if you do like 8 to 12 minutes and you get people hanging on for half of that time to watch that video, the watch time just starts to add up, and it seems to work. It's just a lot of time, a lot of effort. The thing about doing it is having fun, is enjoying the process, enjoying the challenge, and you're never going to get rich and wealthy. You're going to be able to pay a few bills. Some people do get rich and wealthy out of it, as you can know, the top echelon, like the top 1% of YouTubers. And let me say, there is people in the world like this guy, Planet Jonesy 6713. Good to see you, mate. And how am I doing? I'm doing it cold and wet. It's raining. It's been actually pretty good weather. Rain has just kicked off, and we got about 3 days of it. It is that time of year. We're supposed to have a really dry summer here. A winter, I mean. We're supposed to have whatever the opposite of an El Nino is. We're having that, which is good for us because we down here enjoy the sunshine. There is nothing better than getting outside in the sun than getting outside in the rain. But, obviously we do need some rain, but we just don't need to have a ton of it. We don't need to be rivers flooding and stuff like that. So hopefully Tasmania is going to be on the good side of the weather forecasting for the next couple of years, hopefully. Because we've had some wild and woolly weather going back a couple of years. I've just thought I'll be right back. I'm going to try to change my name here. Wish me luck. Okay, mate. Shouldn't be too hard. And we'll soon see. Smurfzilla 0 says, "G'day, mate. How's the weather? It's about 24 degrees here. Wish it was colder." Well, the computer is telling me it's 16 degrees here and rain, which I'll just show you out the window. I usually have two cameras working, but one of them decided not to. See a bit of overcast. We've had rain from about midnight. The ground is wet. Everything's green. Actually looking at the beach, which is down that way where that square sort of surf club is. Yeah, the swells aren't that big and bad. It's quite a mild and lovely sort of a day. Now, welcome to the vacuum of YouTube. Yeah, I'm glad to be away from the best thing I've done ever was relocate off the mainland to Tasmania. That is probably the smartest thing I've done in a very long time. Stephen Sheets, welcome in and good evening. Or if you're where we are, it is currently 2:52 p.m. So we're in Sunday afternoon, and it is quite a nice relaxing day when you're sort of indoors. I was going to go under the house. We are looking to see what it's like in Tassie very soon. Nice. What part of Tasmania are you hoping to look at the most? There's a question for you. Because there's so much, depending on where you live now, when you do check out Tasmania, like the cities down in the cities, 4 cities, Hobart is the biggest. It is massive. If you want to live in a major city, that's where you sort of plan to go. If you want to live in the next major city, is Launceston. 2 big airports, like one in Hobart, one in Launceston. If you want to get back to the mainland for trips or whatever, it's good being close to the airport. But the other cities are Devonport and Burnie. So Devonport is where the ship comes in, where where you get on the ferry, and it comes across from Geelong to Devonport. It's a lovely place as well. There's plenty of shops there. Most of the things you need is there. And then you got Burnie, which is the smallest city. It's got everything you need, 24,000, 26,000 people. So it's a very small community. And it's surrounded by farms, and so we got the beach. Most of the cities, except for Hobart, really, if you're at Hobart, you got the river, the Derwent, but you got a bit of a drive to go to a beach. Same as Launceston. If you're in Lonnie, you've got it's not a big drive, but you got to drive to go to the beach. Whereas if you're at Burnie or Devonport, you've got the beach at your doorstep. And I'm a bit of a beach lover. I just you could be here, like you could live in a place called Ridgely, which is like 15 minutes up the road, and it's like rural farms, cattle, sheep, and it's 15 minutes up the road, and then you can drive down to the beach. Like and that's just one little micro area of Tasmania. There's so much going on. You just got to work out exactly what you want to do. Oh, he's not over there. He's in WA. Look out. Bindoon. And it's cool here. Well, that's good to see. See, Bobby went in and changed his name, and it says Bobby. No, it says Robert. Yeah, I'm not much of a fisherman, but I'll tell you what, I used to do a bit of beach fishing on the central coast of New South Wales a while back. A little bit of rock fishing around Lake Macquarie, around the national park there. Everyone I know fishes. If you like your freshwater fishing, that goes off for trout. One of my neighbours used to do that every single weekend. He'd go fishing. But I do like a bit of beach fishing. I don't see a lot of beach fishing. The boat ramp here takes you out to the Bass Strait, and the boat ramp here on a nice flat day when the seas are nice, it is packed. Man, people going out with their little offshore tinnies. A young kid the other day was up at. I bumped into him up at Smithton. He was at the river. He's taking his push bike and his fishing rod. He's heading down to the river on the jetty. He caught himself a salmon off the jetty, and he was proud as punch. Put it in a little plastic bag, and he's riding it home. Got on his bike and he's heading home. I said, "So you got something?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, mate, I got a good salmon. I got to get it home, get it ready for Mum to cook." So, but yeah, if you do like your fishing, thanks, Devil Dog, and always a pleasure to. I see. I'll have to have a look at your educational live later on to see what you got up to today. But I was out and about fixing things around here when that was on. But thank you, my friend, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, so your handle. So go in via your go in via your studio. Did you do it in the YouTube studio, Robert? I went crazy and changed all my handles a while back. And Ace is saying it's 11 Celsius in Arkansas. It is 16 here at the moment. Yeah. 6 minutes ago. All right, I am running late. All right, he'll probably be asleep. Ace. There's saying good night. Peter's gone too. Okay. It is getting late over there. It's understandable. And we got 5 wonderful people in over at Outback Tasmania and 4 in over at Radio Jonesy. So that's where you are watching. Thank you very much. Outback Tasmania. I'm going to try to do a bit more content on that channel. A few talking points on this channel. I call this channel Radio Jonesy the conversation channel, where we have subjects and we talk about different things. And I'm still 6 minutes behind. Six minutes ago, Devil Dog was out. I'm heading off as well. Have a great day, Jonesy. All in the light of day. Those night owls sleep well. Thank you, Des, and hope you get fit, well, and healthy very, very soon. Peter saying good night to everybody. Yes, Emily, good to see you. I am very well. I've been working way too many hours. That's why you probably haven't seen me anywhere of recent. I've been got a crazy little promotion at where I work, and they're trying to assist me by making me work when I'm trying to retire. Gracefully, slowly. Good to have a casual job, I reckon. Casual when you're in your 60s, you know. He's going to try again. On your Robert. Or Bobby. Yeah, he was just going to bed. M. Was in my pool in Bali a few nights ago around the fire now in Binadoon tonight. Yeah, mate. Welcome to the world. Now, have you got the family with you, or you just come by yourself? back home to Bali on Thursday. Okay, nice. Yep. There's I do the drive around videos on Tasmania Island Life. There's a few other like beach stuff in different areas. I'm sort of I went through a phase of growing different. Thanks, Ace, for sharing that. I went through a growth and an education stage where I was getting help from a huge YouTuber who was telling me what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. This is what you should do more of, blah, blah, blah. Show me the good points and the bad points of everything I'm doing, which is fabulous to know. And anyway, long story short is that I followed his advice on certain things, and so now that Tasmania Island Life is really driving around. I did start a channel called Drive Tasmania, which was going to be that channel, but it just didn't work out that way, so I just left it the way it was. And Em, how's he doing? Charlie, how are you doing? Well, he's sticking his butt up in the air, having a stretch. Charlie, 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 who's a good boy? Yeah, he's been around as long as my YouTube channel has. So it's pretty cool to know that there's a lot of Charlie out there. From when he was very little to right now. Yep, Charlie. Got to give my mate a hand, so I'll sign off. Catch you next time. Always enjoy watching you traveling around Bali, my friend. So say hi to everyone. And he just come down. He was upstairs, Em, and as soon as you said that, I heard him tippy-toe behind me. So he must have knew you were coming, because now he's having a stretch. Charlie. Someone shot him. Charlie. Charlie. He wants me to scratch his stomach. That's the... That's the pose. He puts that pose on for that very that very thing. Oh yeah, he's just like me. No, he's been a great little addition to the family. So we're extremely fortunate to have. He has his moments. I can say that for a fact. Like he has his moments where he'll definitely growl and be angry at certain things, whether he wants to see somebody or whether he's upset with you doing something. Like there is no way in the world I can go and give Mrs. Jonesy a cuddle with him around, because he thinks I'm hurting her. And he goes off like a firecracker and tries to bite me. And if you walk up to a family member or whatever and you go, "I'm gonna punch you," blah, 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 he'll latch onto you. So it's for a little dog, he's got some spunk about him. Okay. She's upside down now. Okay. Yep. He's just laying there. Upstairs, we've got the floorboards, hardwood floors, and downstairs here we've got the carpet. So he likes coming down here. But he's been, yes, legs in the air. Dogs are wonderful companions. Like our poor old cat. We had a cat who used to live downstairs. He was our cat for we brought him from we had him on the mainland. One of our youngest daughter moved home. I don't know 16 years ago, and brought the cat, and then she moved out like say 6 months later, and where she was moving couldn't have a pet, and said could we babysit the cat until she finds a place where she could have the cat, and she'd come and play with the cat every weekend, and once or twice a week, and so we had no they are definitely they are. We had no we didn't think we were going to be keeping the cat. In the end, the cat stayed with us, and then when we moved from there to here, to get the cat off the mainland to the island, cost us around $4,000, which is a lot of money for a cat. Yeah, we had to get it had to come on a plane, like not a commercial flight. It had to come on a like cargo flight, and then it had to be like we couldn't deliver it to the flight. You had to pay for somebody who worked for this company to pick it up. They housed it overnight. They took it to the airport. It flew down. It stayed like in a quarantine sort of thing for, I don't know, a couple of days, and then they drove from there. That person again come and drove that cat all the way from Launceston to here, and dropped him off in a basket, which we did get a whole brand new carry basket. But I'll tell you what, it's a lot of cash. So yep, they definitely are. I tried to change my handle. This is Robert. He changed it to Bobby to Petty Jean River Homestead, but it wouldn't let me. But never told me why. If it's been used once, right? If anybody's using it, it won't let you. You can go in there and have it as an underscore, or you could call it Petty Jean River Homestead 1 or Petty Jean Homestead Official, something like that. You have to change it to something different. Once that name's in that system that you've already had it in there, nobody else can get it. That's why I've got a channel called Radio Jonesy, and its handle has to be Radio Jonesy 2, because Radio Jonesy is the handle for On Tour with Radio Jonesy. So that's where all the confusion goes when all my handles. But yeah, Bobby, mate. No, that's the reason, mate. It's because it was used before. Yeah, he tried to sneak in as Robert early in the live, and it just wasn't working. So on let me have a look at this. Oh, I gotta press. That must have been when I was heading upstairs. Okay, so the comments here. Let me change that to there. Yeah, I'm just saying we got 5 in on Radio Jonesy and 2 wonderful people over Outback Tasmania. Well, we got 3 there, according to this. So awesome. So okay. So over here we've got Smurfzilla, Ace, Shawnee Grows. Seem to be the 3. I'll just say hi with this one. There you go. That is Radio Jonesy 1 is actually my channel called Radio Jonesy Clips, where I just do little bits and pieces. Usually I was showing bits of everything from my driving to all the different channels that I do. I was putting it all, little bits of that into there. So, yeah, and look out, Ace has arrived over there as well. And the reason I know that, I got the laptop on right there, and I've put that onto that channel. So there is actually over here. Let me have a look at this. This Outback Taz over on Radio Jonesy. Did that work? That's what I'm trying to work out. Did that work? Is StreamYard is Nightbot? Maybe it's not, but look at that. Oh no, it's working. So Nightbot is working over here. So if you type in weather, the area, and your postcode, or if you're in America, I'm pretty sure you just got to do your postcode. That's the current temperature right now is 61 Fahrenheit, which is 16 Celsius. Wind is blowing from the north-northeast, 17 miles an hour. There's footsteps around the staircase. And the humidity is 99%. Light rain, definitely light rain. And it's still raining here, as I can quite clearly see out the window. So there you go. But it doesn't work at Outback Taz, I'm pretty sure. Let's test it out. I got too many. Let me give that a thumbs up. Pretty sure it doesn't work over here. But as you can clearly see, it works over on Radio Jonesy. Good old Nightbot. Come on, Bobby. Take a deep breath, mate. Be all good in the morning. Oh, man. Yeah, it's been an interesting it's been an interesting journey, the old YouTube thing for me, the way I've been doing it, like from all those years ago with Eddie and Beltlip, going, you know what, let's get on tour with Radio Jonesy monetized, and off we went. Sure enough, we got it done. And then everyone's telling me you need a second channel. Like all the bigger YouTubers have got second channels. So I thought, you know what, let's try that again. So Radio Jonesy went out and did that. And so I had 2 channels monetized, and I went, well, this is good. I'll tell you what, and then I went and done it with the Drive Around channel, Tasmania Island Live. And I'm going to do it again with Outback Tasmania, not because it's I want to get rich or anything like that. It's just that it's a challenge. I like these challenges. You know, it's a goal. You got to do it in 12 months. You got to really knuckle down and get it done. So it was my birthday a few weeks back, and my birthday present to myself was I'm doing this, and let's get it done. I've had a few. See, Bobby's over there in Radio Jonesy, and he's put in the weather. And weather for Havana, conditions are clear, temperatures of 48 Fahrenheit, which is 9 Celsius. Wind is blowing from the south at 0, so you haven't got much wind there. And the current humidity is 77%. Change the You're having a good day, Bobby. It's been a good day. You've had plenty of places, things to do, people to see. Yeah, but what happened? Like, when you're a small YouTuber and you're not getting thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of views, so your videos might make $2, $4, $3, whatever. So if you do so many videos a month and you make, say, $40 or $30 for that month, YouTube doesn't pay you until you make $100, and then they'll give you your revenue once you reach the $100 milestone. And they only do that once a month, around the 25th or the 22nd, around there. Everyone gets paid at that time. When you've got, say, a combination of channels, like I have 3 channels on the same email, which is good and bad. The good is that if you've got, say, 30, 30, and 40, well, there's your $100. So you'll get paid that $100 for that month because of the 3 channels that didn't make a lot of money but made a little bit of money. And that's the way I'm looking at it too. So I'm just, if I get 4, they can get me $30 a month, and the money just keeps coming in. The wind at the meetup today, it was windy at the meetup today, so it got me on edge. Yeah, well, how many people at the meetup, to be honest? Like, you've said a handful. Was there like 30, 20, 50, 12? Sounded like you had a good time. Yeah, so with and when you do YouTube as well, like everyone sort of knows the standard stuff. Em's going for the weather. She's over there at Radio Jonesy. Drum roll. Here it is. For Rochelle. Conditions are cloudy with temperatures of 40. Very similar. Look at that, 49 and 9. Wind is blowing from the north at 10 miles an hour. Current humidity, 41%. So still cool. You used to be saying, come on, summer. Yeah. So, like, wherever you are in your YouTube journey, if you're listening to this, whether you want to be a supporter or there's a couple of people walking their dogs in the rain, or you want to get a channel monetized. Oh man, that's pretty cool. That is very cool. Yeah, if you want to get your channel monetized, you've just got to put a little bit of thought to it, a little bit of strategy, and you can sort of work out how your hours will grow, how you can do it. A lot of people get lucky with well, is it luck if you do a really good video and it goes off? I'm probably thinking it's not luck, it's just good management. You've done something smart. Yeah, like I said, I did one video on the Radio Jonesy channel that got, I don't know, it's probably got 26,000 views now. It's just a talking video, and I was only talking about somebody else's video, to be honest with you. And that video I was talking about, it exploded. So the video I was talking about got over 1 million views, and I was just talking about that video when it was at about 400,000 views. So I'd reckon my video of me talking about it got dragged in there somehow, and that's where my 26,000 sort of views come from. And that did help, let me say that. But when you sit down and think about it, if you do videos regularly, you get the right people watching. People watch your video. If they enjoy it, they'll watch it from the start to the finish. It's very rare that to happen these days. But if they do, you've got yourself what they call a super supporter. So super supporters are very, very rare. A bit like the old rocking horse poop. Here we go. What we got here? Yeah, DD5s meet up over 300 in a 3-day event. That was I remember watching that happen. There was a lot of channels got involved, and a lot of he sort of, I don't know what I've sort of fallen off his bandwagon. I don't know what it is. He sort of, I don't know, from the day he had the issue with the truck, and he's going to court and all the stuff that was evolved around that, I don't know, I sort of stopped watching him. Whether his videos didn't pop up in my feed anymore, I just sort of, if it did, and I wasn't really interested in watching him cut the grass or dig a trench or whatever he was doing, which I think it's more me than him. I think it's more me looking at, you know, people that are a little bit older, people that I sort of watch with interest for interesting subjects or something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I used to watch his channel when he moved in with David down at on the property down the bottom there, and they had the river thing where he nearly killed himself driving his car across the river. That won me. Like, I thought, what, this guy, he's still trying to film when he's nearly drowning. This guy's a bit of a legend, you know. I'll have to see what this guy gets up to. But I don't know, I fell away from his channel for some reason. And that's not him, that's not me being, I don't like him or I don't do anything. I don't know what it is, whether, like, I find these other channels like what's the guy in Canada? He's doing he's building a property in the middle up a river. Man, that's Cabin Outdoors, is it? That guy? Man, that's a great channel. I've been watching that. Capro Bro. Yes, I said that about 6 times. G'day, bud. How's yourself? How's it hanging? I hope everything's fine. How's the weather? She's pretty wet and cooler here in Tassie at the moment, up here where I am anyway. It's I'm really not looking forward to winter. When are they starting the Tasmanian team for the AFL? 2 more years away, unfortunately. They've started in the VFL. Did you see? I don't know how the game went. Was there a game today or was that last night where they were playing down here at Lonnie? But geez, the weather's been lousy. Fantastic crowds down at Hobart, where there's they played Carlton last week in the VFL, and they got 14,000 to that. There's definitely a ground swell, like there's a lot of movement for it, and it's going to be good. It's actually every Tassie Devils game, which is in the VFL, is on Channel 7's one of their secondary channels. You probably could find, if you're interested in it, you could probably find it. I'm really looking forward to the main games because the stadium won't be built in time, and they'll be playing games here at Launceston because they can hold bigger crowds than they can do at Hobart. So I'll be going down to those games. So an AFL is a game where you really educate the world because no one really knows much about it apart from Australians. Our winter's hanging on this year. Good on you, mate. Yeah, heard a lot of talk. I've never seen a Tasmanian game before. Okay. Yeah, well, they're definitely on Channel 7, so you probably get it on the app, on your TV, whatever that secondary channel is. I watch. I got it programmed in my television. I just press the button and go over to it, and it's on. So, and we've had such fabulous weather here for Tasmania, let me say, but today's letting us down. If they're playing today, I feel sorry for them because it's going to be a typical Victorian winter's day. Cold, wet and windy and rainy, slippery, slimy. But actually, let me have a look on the old Al Capone. I'm a bit of a sports nut too. Like I love all sort of sports, so I'm into I'll watch rugby. I'll watch rugby league. I'll watch soccer. I'll watch AFL. I watched tennis. I went up to Leighton Hewitt's son was playing at the local tennis tournament here in Burnie, in the Burnie International, which it is an international. It's like the satellite circuit for the lower ranked players around the world. And his son was up here playing, so I went up to have a look at Leighton Hewitt's son, and he looks just like him, and the old "come on" that sort of thing that was prevalent. Okay, let's have a look. There's somebody else out there for a walk. Like, who walks in the rain, honestly? All rugged up. All rugged up. I suppose I got to walk for my okay, their last games. May the 9th. So it's next week. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Yeah, that last night they played Sandringham in Devonport. It's hard to read on the stupid. There you go, 126 to 100. Full time. That was yesterday. No, that was today. It was today. So I wonder what time they kicked off. Must have been around lunchtime, 1 o'clock. Next week they go to Werribee. The week after they're playing Southport Sharks. Then they're playing Port Melbourne in Melbourne. Then they're playing North Melbourne at Hobart. Then they're back playing Richmond in Launceston on, what day is that one? 13th of June. I might even go down to that one. It's pretty cool. They play Brisbane Lions. The VFL is pretty interesting. And the Swans, Sydney Swans. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm just going through the whole. It's on their website, Tasmania. What is it? Let me have a look. Devils. It's devilsfc.com.au. devilsfc.com.au. I'm boring everyone to death, I know, but I'm just. I was asked a question. It got me interested. They were playing. Okay, the Eagles. Yes, the Eagles are not going well. No, it's funny how they all go in cycles. Like, is it the coaching, or is it certain players retire? Is it certain players come in that weren't up to standard? Is it the attitude of the group, of the team, of the culture, of the club? It's interesting in sport. Controversial cruising. Good to see you, my friend. And I just skipped right over you. Welcome in. And g'day. Yep. Nice. How are you feeling about the other codes of football that tried, and the soccer is over there? I know the rugby and the rugby league. The rugby league's going there with the North Sydney Bears, I think. Is that what they're doing? The North Sydney. They're going to be called the Western Bears. Is that maybe? Am I wrong? Rugby league. That'll be an interesting time if that does come off. Yeah. It's a shame because I like the colours. The blue and gold. I've been a number of clubs I've supported have been that colour over the years. So when they played, I sort of watched them for that, only for that interest. Not sure about rugby. Yeah, well, mate, I've played both codes, and let me say, it's a lot of running in AFL, and rugby league is a lot of body hits, and I've played soccer as well. So here we go, Western Sydney. We have a Giants fan. Awesome. And I loved how they come into the competition and took a bit of the shine away from the Swans, who really are the Swans. I still see the Melbourne fans wearing the red and the white, but still got the Melbourne the Melbourne logo, not the Swans logo. I still see that getting around here. They still walk around. They still think it's their club, which I suppose it is. Here we go. Here is Sean from the Down Under Cruises. Welcome in, my friend. And while you are all here, I'll just let you all know that I'm broadcasting on 2 channels, on Radio Jonesy and also on Outback Tasmania, which is the gardening and home improvements channel of this fantastic Radio Jonesy network. I'm just trying to get some watch hours on that one. But Em's saying her spring has been up and down. Yeah, I hate it when you get stuck in warmer weather, then the cool weather comes back. That is not very pleasant. We've been pretty steady. Actually, she's flogging down now. Absolutely flogging down. Cats and dogs. Can just see the rain there, I reckon. Remind me to clean that window there. Yeah, she's raining cats and dogs. There's the city. You can hardly see it. Yeah, Outback Tasmania. You know who got me involved in that was Troublemakers from Arkansas. Yeah, White Rock Homestead. We were having a conversation not on YouTube, but off YouTube, about YouTube. And he reckons, this is what Jason told me. He said, man, look what you got. He said, you got a view, you got a place, you got land, like for an urban block. He said, start an urban homestead. So he motivated me. This was about a year ago. I went out and planted all this garden, and I got the veggie patch growing, and everything was going good. And then the local wallabies found out where they could have a buffet and wiped me out. But yeah, and Outback Tasmania is play on the words of just going out the back of my yard. So if you go over there, you'll see a bit more of the local compound where I tie up all people and hide them under the house, because I was under there the other day. Check that video out. Yep. It was 63 today. Yep. And cold at the meetup. Where was the meetup at? Was it in a park? Or was it did you have shelter? Yes, interesting indeed. Yeah, well, we've been interesting the way he said that you got a view, you got land. He said people are interested. You got the dog, like the token, like none of the family members want to get involved in it. None of them want to be part of it. None of them they just want to keep to themselves. They don't want to be seen on YouTube, heard on YouTube, do anything on YouTube. They think I'm crazy, everything that I do. But, like, man, I used to run around going to music, going to music venues, staying out late at night, mucking about, traveling here, there, and everywhere. And now I'm just doing my little YouTube thing in my nice big old house, and it's the way it is. So they humour my hobby, all my interests. We have rain, thunderstorms coming again next week. Okay, well, I always watch Arkansas, right? So I'm always watching everyone in Arkansas's videos, like the YouTube community. And when the weather hits, the rain's here, we can't get out, we can't do this. It's like today, for instance, I could have been out there with an umbrella here in the rain hit and film and stuff and say, oh, look at the water, it runs down here, or it doesn't run here, and it's pooling up over here, and I'm going to have to get some gravel over here, and I could do all that stuff if I really wanted to, but I'd rather not. And one thing about my outback experience here, it's a health thing for me, because every bit of material from garden soils to potty mix to plants to pots to timber to lumber to hammer, nails, anything I buy at a hardware store, anything I get, gravel. Like I've got a project going up the side of the house. I haven't done that video out yet, but that will come out soon. I get gravel by the buckets. By buckets of gravel. We've got this like council area where we can go and get this. It's called milling offcuts. So it's where they've milled roads up. It's mainly gravel with a bit of asphalt chewed up into little fine bits. And it's fantastic for underlay or for different projects you want to do around your house. Well, I'm putting it gravel up the side of the house. For one, it stops me having to mow it. It stops the weeds growing. So I've been doing this little project, 1 bucket, 2 buckets, 3 buckets at a time. And I got to drive there, shovel into the buckets, put it in the back of the Jeep, drive it back here, walk up the steps, walk down the yard, open the gate, go through the gate, start walking up the hill, tip the bucket, go back to the car, get the other bucket, come back up, tip that one, go down the car, get the other bucket, go down, tip that one. And it's this process that's slow and tedious, but it's making improvements. And I use it as a sort of a fitness thing, a weight loss thing. I'm moving, I'm exercising, I'm sweating, I'm walking up steps, like I'm just losing pounds. And since I've done since I've started all this, it's just been great. So I'm on a bit of a health kick. I went for a full body scan, check, blood work. I'm doing that once a month now. I'm getting blood work once a month, making sure I am fit and healthy, because I want to live till I'm at least 100. I'm doing weights. I'm actually putting muscle every, like, strength work. And you really don't realize how good it is for you until you start lifting things, and somebody else is at the other end going, I can't lift this. I go, what? You can't lift this. You lift it up, and the other family member goes, oh my God, I'll get some wheels or something for this end. Anyway, it's all about enjoying what you're doing. And if I can enjoy doing stuff, I can share that with the world. I can get fit as well by doing it as a sideline, or get healthier. I don't want to be the next male model. I just want to be fit and healthy and live a longer life as my body lets me. So that's what we're up to, eh? That's where we're at. It was out in the open at Blue Mountain Lake. Okay, we had a roof overhead. All right, mate. Well, Blue Mountain Lake, it looks like a lovely spot, actually, Blue Mountain Lake, what I've seen on the videos from other people doing their stuff. He tries, Emily. He tries. And we've got about 6 or 5 minutes to go with the broadcast, because I'm on EV Mux, and I am a free account, as you can tell by the EV Mux beautiful logo. I should have ran the. I should have done this earlier on. And anyway, I'll do that on the next one. I should have ran the comments. Yeah, but I'd like to thank everyone for coming in. The lake is all muddy now. Well, That's not good. It's not blue then, it's a brown water lake. Blue Mountain Lake. It should be. All right, I won't go down that road. I'm going up in the mountains tomorrow, to be honest with you, in this crappy weather to do a job. So a drive that takes 2 hours and 15 minutes is probably going to take, just got the message pop up saying, your live recording will automatically end in 5 minutes due to your stream limitations on the free plan. If you would like to continue, please press upgrade, which I won't be pressing unless I'm a big, huge YouTube superstar. I will just happily do the 2 hours. So in the closing here, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody who's popped in, especially all the regulars. And 5 wonderful people over there in Outback Tasmania, which would be Ace, the Down Under Cruisers, Smith, Zilla. I see Shawnee must have went to bed. Over in Radio Jonesy, we've got 7 more, so it's absolutely fantastic. You're all number one in my books. I really do appreciate all the support. And there is a supporter that everyone wants to have in their team. It is Ace for sure. And I hope I've brought a little bit of entertainment or education or just conversation in this live. We've got 2.5 minutes to go, and it turns off automatically. I think I quite like the way it does that. It sort of makes you get it done. But I've just had a random sort of live pop up. It's a crappy day here, wet weather-wise. Yesterday I planted potatoes, a few little vegetables, a few other things, and the rain was. I knew the rain was coming, so I wanted to get them in the ground before the rain came. Well, the rain has arrived. They're getting a good drenching. The seeds are, so they should come up with a winter crop. Thank you, Ace. It's always good to see you wonderful people here. And Bobby, you get your handle right, mate. Just if you want to do Petty Jean River, put underscores or put official or put something different at the end of it, and I'm sure it will work. But it is great to see you all. With still got a minute to go. Anyone wants to get a random comment in, now's the time. And we'll get the drum roll playing. I'll tell you what, I've been playing with these recently. My book of cards. I've got trading cards everywhere. There's the old Doctor Who series. Yeah, I got lots of it. I could show you this. There's a ton of it. There's cricket, there's rugby, there's don't even know what that one is, all bundled up, but yeah, I've got lots more. I've just been sorting those out, having a bit of fun, reliving my youth, my enjoyment, my hobbies, my little crazy life, and I got to hire a cameraman. Good on you, Bobby. Thank you. And there goes my 2 hours are up. So until I see you on the next video, ciao. And we'll go with a bit of this.
Yeah, oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Click that dial. We're going live. Jonesy's in the chair with the chillest vibe. Real talk, real laughs, no script in sight. Every convo hits just right. Late night rambles on morning gold stories. Stories untold and opinions bold. From deep thoughts to the fun and random. It's Radio Jonesy, can't help but stand.